Hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome in, welcome in.
Welcome.
I'm John B.
Hey, and I'm Arlene B.
And we're B&B Reviews It.
B&B Reviews It.
And what we have today, we have an interview for you all today.
Yes, I'm very excited about this interview. I know this person for a long time. I've known them for a long time. We know each other very well. And I can't wait to tell you all about their new business.
Yeah, and we're going to let her tell you all who are watching about her new business. And without further ado, let's invite our guest in.
I think we should tell the people who our guest is.
Who is our guest?
Our guest is Nurse Practitioner Arlene Swaby Reid of Health Inclusive. All right, let me invite. All right. Hello.
Hello, welcome in.
Can't hear you. No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I think that was
Okay, awesome.
That was a commercial, wasn't it?
Yes, that was a commercial.
I can hear you. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity and for having me on.
You're so welcome. You know you can come on anytime. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm actually doing fabulous today. It's nice and sunny in Florida. It was rainy this morning and now it's all sunny and, of course, warm. Mm-hmm. So I'm loving it. It's a fabulous day. How about yourself?
We're having a good day.
Good day. I think that was a song too.
It's a little gray, but it's a good day. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So you know what? But, without having people wait to hear all about your business, let us know. I already said your name, but let us know who you are and tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay. Hi, guys. So my name, as Darlene B just said, my name is Arlene Swaby Reid. I'm a nurse practitioner located in the state of Florida, and I am the proud owner of Health Inclusive LLC. And this name, Health Inclusive, came about as an umbrella term for the services that I offer. And so I offer a variety of services, and from medical services to aesthetic service. So my specialty is primary care, nursing, primary health care. So not nursing, but medical. But my background, of course, is nursing. I have been a nurse for over 22 years, with my background being in critical care and the emergency room. And as a nurse practitioner, I saw the need where, patients, especially those without insurance, how much, they suffer in terms of getting affordable healthcare and being able to find healthcare and the resources and to navigate the healthcare system. In addition to that, I felt I was being burnt out just working, grinding 9-to-5 job. And I wanted a change and I wanted to do something different. And so being a nurse practitioner, that has empowered me with my background being a nurse educator as well. So I'm not only providing that health service, but I'm also educating my patients, educating the community. And it's something that I'm very passionate about. And so I thought to myself, why not have my own business where I can provide affordable healthcare to those who need it and be able to empower them to take ownership of their health, especially the ethnic minority community. I've seen so many of them with uncontrolled high blood pressure, diabetes, all because they're not able to afford medication or they lack the education they need for self-care. Okay. And so Health Inclusive came about because of these reasons. In addition to that, I love to see people looking beautiful. And so I decided to merge into aesthetic as well. So I do offer Botox and dermal filler. And I just want to say this past weekend, my hairstylist hosted a Botox party. Wow. And it was amazing. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who turned out to that Botox party. They absolutely had fun. The ladies love having their Botox, and it's a good time to just have fun, relax, and just enjoy being women,
Right.
empowering each other and looking beautiful. And my theme is always be more beautiful with Botox. Same thing if you know, as we age, we end up having loose skin, our face may sag a little bit. We don't have to sit and endure all of that. We can always fix that without having to do surgery or go under the knife,
Right.
because I offer liquid facelift, I offer dermal fillers. So those who like to have little volume to their face. I offer treatment for their deep line. We call those the laugh line
Okay.
or the nasolabial fold,
Mhm.
and the cheek. So we can always keep our youth. It's not just those celebrity out there that, can stay and look beautiful, and actually it's affordable. And so
It's good.
I'm very passionate about both areas, wanting my patients, my clients to stay healthy and be empowered to take care of themselves while looking beautiful. I also offer IV nutrition therapy. It's another umbrella where, you know, it provides vitamin and nutrients directly to your bloodstream. Um, Perhaps about 20 to 50% of what we consume gets absorbed. And so IV nutrition therapy with this, 100% of what you get absorbed. And we have a lot of persons out there who have what we call leaky gut, those who have had bariatric surgeries and not able to tolerate certain vitamins, they're not able to absorb it. IV nutrition is just a great way to replenish those vitamins, replace those vitamins, give you energy, and just keep you energized. I have vitamins for just about anything. Well, it's amazing, and my clients love it. And you feel that immediate, you get that immediate result. And so
Okay.
that is why, a lot of clients like their IV nutrition therapy because the benefits you can see immediate.
Okay. So let's go back a little bit, right? Because what I heard you say is that you noticed that there was I guess a gap. There was an opening for a service, and then you decided to fill that gap with
Absolutely.
what you're providing. Tell me, how did you come about even knowing or understanding, like, okay, I see that this needs to be changed, and you change it?
Okay, so as I said, my background being in critical care, I see the sickest of the sick patients,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And based on my years of experience and just interacting with patients, you get to kind of know them individually. And of course, you get to know your community and the population of patients that you serve. And I have, taken care of patients post bariatric surgery. I've seen them explaining to me, oh, I can't, I have to go and get my vitamin B12 shots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so low in energy. Or they may say, someone else may say, I'm low in iron, I'm anemic. And, they take pills and the problem is still there because the pills, it's just the nutrients, it's just not getting absorbed, not getting where it wants to go. And that's just one example. And then I'll have those patients, as I explained to you, those ethnic minority patients that will come to the hospital with a stroke. And when, I have further discussions with them or their family, I find out that they have no insurance,
Mm-hmm.
they cannot afford it.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, they don't understand what they need to do to take care of themselves. And so I said, it's health insurance can be very costly. Let's just face that fact.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought to myself, if I'm the healthcare provider and I can offer the service, I can determine how much I want to charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked and I compare to see, okay, what a client would pay for a copay if they were to have insurance, and also look at how I can get these patients their medication for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there are a lot of pharmacies that will actually give certain medications. For example, metformin is free.
Mm-hmm.
You have lisinopril that is free for high blood pressure. So those are two medication for diabetes and high blood pressure that you can get free. And what I try to do my research to make sure that I have those pharmacies available. I'll call the pharmacist, I'll find out what they have on their list that's affordable for my patient, and I'll look to see what's free, or if it's not free, what's low cost.
Okay.
Right. And then I'll offer those to my patient. In addition to that, I have, contracts with labs that are able to do their blood work for a fraction of the cost, even if they had insurance. And so this has been 5 years in the making, where I've had to do all my research to make sure that I was ready to be able to take care of my patients in the way that they deserve to be taken care of, and to empower them to take care of themselves. And so when they come to me and they find out that, hey, I can actually afford to pay for this service.
Wow.
And I have taken the time to educate them about their disease process, that even though it's a chronic disease, it can be managed and sometimes can be reversed. And so it's a lot of educating my patients in terms of diet and exercise, weight loss management. That's also another area that I do in my practice. So I do weight loss. I do both diet and prescription weight loss for patients who have tried conventional exercise and they're not able to lose the weight. There are other options that are available other than surgery. Okay. And so this has been years of research and, interviewing and talking to clients and the different patient population to be able to come together to formulate a plan that has worked and has been working.
So for those out there that, want to start a business, kind of break down the type of research that you had to do within those 5 years before you decided to step out on your own.
I'll tell you, first of all, you have to have that passion and that what we call stick-to-itiveness. Because some days it can be frustrating, it can be tiresome, and you're not making money and you're wondering, I'm not making money, why am I doing this? But remember, you have to have that passion for it. That's the first thing. And then you have to communicate with others, other providers in your field. Talk to them. Some may be willing to share the information, others may not. But there's a lot of networking that you have to do to be able to get the foundation that you need. Of course, you can start with also, if you're a nurse practitioner, wants to start your own business, you can call your state board of nursing, find out what is within your legal rights to do. In the state of Florida, we are blessed as primary care nurse practitioners to have independent practice, which means that we can practice independently. And it's great that we have a physician that we can work alongside, but in the state of Florida, we can actually practice independently. And so that has given us a lot more opportunity to be able to own our own business, being our own entrepreneur. And again, instead of doing 9 to 5, we can have a better schedule, especially as a woman. We're the mom, we're the wife, we're the entrepreneur, and we have so many hats and we have to try to balance it. And for me, having my own business has empowerment, given me so much more than if I had to just get up and go to work 9 to 5. And again, I'm not telling anyone to leave their job, because you will need that job as you start out, because I am growing and there's so much room for growth. But as we grow, we also have to learn, and we have to make sure that whatever we're doing is also based on evidence-based guidelines, right? So you're going to follow CDC recommendation if it's something that we're dealing with, like infectious disease, for example, the COVID that is here. All that we do in our practice is also based on current evidence guideline, and that we follow protocols that we follow to take care of our patients to make sure that they're getting optimal care. And so you can go to like seminars, workshops. There are a lot of Zoom meetings that you go to. There are medical journals that you can subscribe to as well. There's a wealth of information available. And YouTube is also a good source in terms of networking, joining other groups, asking questions. And sometimes you may have to pay even for a consultation, but sometimes, it's worth doing that, because then you get the guidance and it saves you a lot of time. But if you don't have the money and you want to do gun work, you can do it. And you also learn a lot from it, because I had to do it and I learned a lot from it. But for those who haven't got the time, you can always do consultation, and, we can guide you step by step as what you need to do.
Okay. So where are you located?
So I'm located again in sunny Florida, in the city of Coconut Creek, and I'm located in a med spa. It's called Medcare and Aesthetic, and you can always reach me at 786-262-1984, and the address is 4243 West Hillsborough Boulevard, Coconut Creek, Florida 33073, and I'm located right in the marketplace at Hillsborough and Lyons. So I am there Monday to Friday, usually 10 to 6, but I'm also there by appointment. And so my hours are flexible to be able to accommodate my patients, especially those who have to work and cannot make it to the office early. So I try to make, my services very affordable and very accessible to patients.
Okay.
And then you were saying earlier, backtracking, you say you need a passion to be in this field. And you said I think you said 22 years in the field and 5 years of planning. Now, say someone, fresh out of high school, they have the passion and the desire to get into this business. How much schooling or how many years would it take to actually get to the place that you're at right now to start their own business?
Okay. So like I said before, my background is I'm a nurse educator and as a nurse practitioner as well. So I have a master's in nursing education and also a master's in as a nurse practitioner. And so I have experienced both sides. I've spoken to students, I've taught students, I've precepted them, I've nurtured them, and I've seen them now work in the hospitals as nurses, which, warms my heart, to see them grow and see the growth in them. And they've asked me this question too. And so in the state of Florida, and I'm sure it's going to be similar for most states, that you do your prereqs, and usually to become a nurse, you either will do what we call an associate degree in nursing, or you can do a bachelor's degree in nursing. I think an associate, once you've done all your prereqs, can take you up to 2 years, and the bachelor's up to 4 years. And then after that, if you want to go on now to do your master's, as I am, like a nurse practitioner, your doctorate or PhD, that's going to be another 2.5 to 3 years. So it does take time, and but you can do it step by step. And so you don't have to feel rushed. Once you get past that 2-year ADN, you start working as a nurse, you go right back to school, start your bachelor's, right back again, and you start your master's. The good thing about this career is that you can take it in stages, but you must have a passion, I feel, because you can get burnout pretty fast, and burnout syndrome in healthcare is real. Doctors have it, nurses have it. I'm sure other healthcare professionals do experience it. And so the good thing about nursing as well is the flexibility it gives you. Never a dull day, because you see different patients with different issues, and you have patients who are so appreciative, families that are so appreciative of your care, and you feel that every day that you go out, you're saving lives. We're healthcare heroes. That's what we do. And now we're given the title as healthcare heroes.
Right.
But, we've always been healthcare heroes, and but I feel like sometimes it's more of a calling than actually a career. And nursing is the only thing I've ever done. And so medicine is my passion. And loving and taking care of my patients, seeing that they're healthy and recover, is just my passion.
And you're a wealth of knowledge. I know that. I know that for sure. What are some of the things that you know now that you wish that you knew before you started?
Well, I guess not. I mean, I knew that it was going to be, a very personal job where, you're going to take care of people, you're going to meet people, you're going to see people. But what I didn't know, I guess, was just the hours and how brutal that can be on your body.
Mm.
And so I would say to anyone who wants to be in the healthcare field to make sure that you keep yourself conditioned. So whether you're going to go to the gym, you're going to maintain that weight, whatever is, exercise, walk, just keep tone, condition yourself, because it's like running a marathon some days. Especially if you ever, you look at those movies, the ER movies and critical care, and you see how they're rushed. Well, that's nothing in comparison to reality. So you have to have that stamina, you have to have that passion, and take care of your body, take care of your physical and mental health, because it's both physically and mentally draining.
Wow.
And so sometimes, you have to do self-care. And that is why I do these Botox Party and all these things. So you get a downtime just to relax and to recoup, from a stressful day at work. Some of my clients, of course, are nurses. And there's a time they get to let their hair down and just relax and, take your mind off work sometimes, because sometimes, unfortunately, we cannot avoid it. Sometimes we are concerned about our patients. Sometimes we take that burden home,
Right.
and sometimes it's not a good thing, and we have to find some outlet. And so I feel that, when we do self-care, even yoga, meditation, whatever that we have to do to take care of ourselves, whether it's just talking to a friend, hey, Darlene, do you have a moment to talk to me? I have something that's bothering me, or, whatever it is, instead of bottling that up. I feel is a lot more therapeutic to let your ear down, talk to somebody, go out, have a good time. And I guess we can face reality the next day, right?
Right. Right. So I want to get into a little bit of, so now that you're in it, right, you realize that you have to market, right? What are some of the ways that you've marketed your business? And also, I hope that you throw in about the Botox Party as a way also to, market yourself and, put your business out there. I want to learn more about your Botox Party as well in the whole marketing.
Absolutely. I think, I'm still learning. Marketing is a tough thing. And I am not a social media person. So it's the hardest thing. And so what I would recommend to everyone, as I'm recommending it to myself, is if you can't do it, get someone else to do it for you.
Right.
But if you're a social media person, Instagram and Facebook is a great way, to do it. I've done little videos, and I've posted photographs of my work, before and after pictures, so that people can see. You can please go onto Instagram and Facebook page at Health Inclusive LLC. And you can look for Nurse Practitioner Arlene Swaby Reid, or Health Inclusive LLC, or Telemedicine HDT, and you should be able to find me. And you can see a few of the things that I've posted, my work, testimonials of patients who have had, especially their IV drips, their Botox, their dermal filler. You can go and look and give me a call if you ever need any of those services. And I'm also going to be in the a magazine for Boca Country Clubs. So that's coming out, I think, next month.
Okay.
So I'll be in there, and that's going to be at, the parties and all of that for those club members. So if it ever comes into your home, then please don't throw it out. It's good for, I think, up until 2022. There's offers in there, 20% off your first service. So it's worth keeping. And I'm always trying to find ways to help, as I said before, help my clients keep healthy and look beautiful. So, I have discounts. Sometimes I'll run a special. We have our Botox Party where, you come to that Botox Party, you're going to pay less for it and have fun. And so these are some of the ways that I have done marketing, and still learning and growing and building.
So take us through a typical Botox party. What happens?
Okay, so a typical Botox party, again, I'm still learning, and there are different aspects to it. But I feel that if if a client is educated, then they are able to make decisions. So with a Botox party, of course, it's like a normal party, but we started by talking about, of course, beauty self-care, what Botox is, how Botox work, where do you use it, when not to use it, what are the complications, what are the results, how long the results last. And we'll have, question and answer sessions where, for those who have never had it before, I'll be able to explain to them exactly what it is. And of course, Botox is a neurotoxin that we use and is FDA approved, that we can inject into certain muscles of the face to relax the muscles. And the common areas that we do it are between the eyebrows that we call the glabellar area, and then on the forehead area that we call the frontalis, and then on the corners of the eyes we call the crow's feet. But then there are also other benefits and usage of Botox, off-label uses. You can use it actually to treat migraines. So that's something that I do in my practice as well. We can use Botox to treat migraines.
Know that.
Yes. You have other areas of the face that you can actually use Botox on as well. So there's a lot of benefits to Botox, and what it does, it relaxes those muscles that what we call our expression lines and frown lines. So over time, it's pretty much smoothing your frown lines and wrinkles, making you look more youthful, giving you a more youthful appearance. And who does not want to look more youthful, right? As I said before, it's not just all the movie stars and celebrities. We can also look beautiful. We can also look youthful. And it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg.
Right. So basically you're saying you give an education first, you guys have a little bit of fun, and then you start to treat your patients.
Absolutely. Yep. Right there, we'll do our Botox, and then we'll do our aftercare and everything. We maintain standards. Everything is we follow CDC guidelines in terms of our mask. Well, for those, most of them who would usually come to the party, most persons are already vaccinated. We maintain social distance for the most part, and of course, we sanitize. Everywhere is clean. It's just a relaxing atmosphere where you can come, have fun, and still look beautiful.
So, do you?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of Botox Party. Makes sense though.
Yeah.
It is actually something that's very popular, like in California and those places. But now we are doing it everywhere, and I'm about to take it to the next level and take it to the Caribbean, where I can make my ladies over there look just as beautiful. So, there's always this term that black don't crack, but you don't need to crack, honey. As you age, you lose elasticity. We don't have to. We can plump it up, and we can reduce those frown lines. Okay.
Right. So, did you obtain any funding for your business?
No, I would love to say that I did, but I have not explored it. But I'm sure there perhaps are funding out there available. But I have not explored it. So all the investment into this company came out of my pocket.
Okay.
But I know you can get small business loans. It's available for those who want to. But I figured if I'm a provider right now, and I'm providing the service. So I feel that if I continue to grow, once I grow, and if I need to expand, then if I need to take a loan at that point, I will. But for now, God has blessed me to be able to stay afloat. And so, but I know there are small, business loans available that we can actually take if we need to.
Right. So, what can you attribute to your success thus far?
Well, I guess I have to say, the grace of God is number one. And I have a very supportive family. My mom has been my cheerleader from, I guess, from the time I was born until now. And I have an amazing husband. He's also a physician assistant. His name is Andrew, physician assistant. He's very low key, but he's behind the scenes, cheering me on. And then I have two little kids. Well, not so little anymore. I have a teenager now, Angeline, and then she's 14, and I have Andre, who's 10. And my extended family, and they also take my services. They enjoy looking beautiful too. And my mom, she feels energized when she takes her IV nutrition therapy.
Right.
So they're enjoying my services as well, and sharing it with their friends. And because if you even if it's a family member that's providing the service, if you have benefited from it and it has worked for you,
Right.
then why not share it? And I think that is how I've been able to get, I guess, most of my clients too, is by others sharing, because they have they've experienced it for themselves, and they know that I offer quality care and individualized care to every single patient that I have.
Mhm.
I make the time because you know what? That is what I would love for myself. And
Right.
so as a provider, I make sure that I offer that individualized care to every single one of my clients. I mean, it takes time, and I don't think I'm ever going to be rich, but for me, it's not all about the money. It's about, you know, my patients, and about being able to care for them in the way that they deserve to.
Right. Right. But you never know.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just thinking back. I guess what keeps going through my mind when you're saying that you having passion, because you were saying starting your own business, and sometimes people don't like their 9 to 5, but they need to keep it. What I guess advice would you give someone, I guess, who wants to, like I said, get into this field, or just start their own business, but they're kind of afraid to leave the 9 to 5, but like you're saying earlier, they have the passion and the drive for something else, for something quote unquote better than what they're doing now.
What I recommend, which is what I did, keep your full time and make that transition. So, as nurses, and as healthcare providers, doctors, physician assistant, nurse practitioner, the whole gamut, um, we're always working shift work, right? So, usually we'll have a day off. If it's not a day in the week or 2 days in the week, we have a weekend. So set a schedule that's going to be flexible for you. I would say financially, put aside some money, have some saving available as a backup, um, to cover your expenses while you work on growing your business. And if you have to transition to working part-time, so you can have more time available to do marketing, see your clients, then do that. But I would never recommend that you leave your job and go venture out, because it's very hard, to get patients initially, because you need to do marketing for people to know that you are available, because you'll have these services just like I do, but nobody knows that I exist. And that's one of the hardest thing, and that's one of the greatest challenges, to be able to, for others to know how to find you and how to locate you. And so right now I'm actually on Nurse Practitioner Finder as well. If you Google me, you can find me, and also Yelp. So those are some of the ways that you can actually locate Health Inclusive LLC in Coconut Creek, Florida. So you can Google that. You can go on Yelp, or even a lot of it is word of mouth too. Someone comes and get the service, they're happy with your service, they pass it on to somebody else. But I would say start out by keeping your full-time job, have some savings available as a backup as you grow, and as you start to gain clients, and as you start to generate revenue, then you can go to part-time, and then slowly transition to your full-time, as as an owner. So that would be my recommendation. It's never easy, but I love it. It's very rewarding.
Hmm.
And again, to see my patients happy and well, for me, that's heartwarming. And I'm not saying that there will not be obstacles, there will not be issues that you'll have to deal with, but all in all, it's very rewarding, and it's something that I'm passionate about.
That's good.
Wow, that's
Great
that's
advice.
really, yeah, great advice. We just thank you so much, for coming on and, you know, doing this interview with us and telling us about your business. For those that are out there that want to contact you, can you go over all of your contact information again, please?
Sure, absolutely. What I'm actually going to do as well, I'm going to go over the services that I offer. So medical services are like sick visit, health visit, like annual physical. I do work, school, sports physical, and I also am a certified for the National Registry of Medical Examiners to do DOT physical, which is for those commercial or truck drivers who need to have their physical. I offer that service as well. I am certified. I'm on the they can always look me up and they can see that I'm certified for the National Registry of Medical Examiner. I offer weight loss management, like I said, chronic care management for those chronic care like diabetes and high blood pressure. I also do the aesthetic part, which is Botox, dermal filler. I do mesotherapy, and I also do microneedling. Again, those are procedures that you can combine to treat the skin. For example, you may have blotches on the face or darkness skin called melasma, and I can treat those as well. I treat acne with that procedure as well. And mesotherapy is another way that we can use to treat fat, especially belly fat, or double chin here, and tightening the skin. So again, if you need to locate me, the best way to get me is to text or call 786-262-1984. And you can go to my website at www.healthinclusivellc.com, and you can see all the services there as well. I am offering the COVID vaccine free as well until perhaps the end of August. For those who still need to have their COVID vaccine, you can always call, schedule an appointment to see me. And I'm located in Medcare and Aesthetic at Hillsborough and Lyons, the Marketplace at 4243 West Hillsborough Boulevard, Coconut Creek, Florida, zip code 33073. But the best way to reach me is via direct message or phone call. The 786-262-1984.
Also, what's your Instagram handle and also your Facebook?
The Instagram is Health Inclusive LLC. Facebook as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me again. It was a pleasure to speak with you and to reach all my social media audience.
It was wonderful.
Thanks for acknowledging the time.
Yes. And do you have any last words before you go?
Well, my last word is, guys, stay healthy, keep safe. COVID is still out there, right? So if we're not vaccinated, please wear your mask and social distance and take care of each other.
Okay. All right. Well, talk to you soon. Thank you so much for coming.
Again.
Bye. Have a good one. Thank you.
All right. And bye, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hope that you enjoyed this interview with Nurse Practitioner Arlene Swaby Reid, and stay tuned for more.
Yeah, take care. Take it easy.
All right. Bye. Bye. Bye.